This shot is a two-shot. The reason this fulfills the requirements of a two-shot is because there is two people in the image, my mother and my sister, and I positioned them so that they would be framed almost like in a mid-shot. This image is an example of a naughty shot. The reason that this would be a naughty shot is because when I was taking this photo, the subject, my mother, was receiving instructions from me on how and why I was taking this picture of her. You can also clearly see in the image that she's engaged with what I am saying and reacting to what I said. She looks like she's almost nodding in the image, and that is where the name naughty shot comes from. This first image is an over-the-shoulder shot. The reason this specific image meets the requirements is because the main subject, my mother, is looking over the shoulder of the other subject, my twin sister, in a way that my mother is standing behind my sister. This also meets the requirements of the shot because my mother and sister are standing at a position that it looks like they could both be having a conversation, while being able to look and acknowledge one another. This image is a weather shot. The reason this would be a weather shot is because I took this image of nothing but the cloudy sky. This image would work well for backgrounds. This image is a cutaway image. The reason being is that the subject is no longer in the photo. I shifted the focus away from the main subject by moving the camera to the left of the subject. To the left of the subject were some barrels, so that was the shot of something other than the subject. The subject was still present during the shot, just not in the specific shot. This image is an example of a mid-shot. The reason this image would be considered a mid-shot is because you can see the subject in a good amount of detail as it shows her torso and up. You can still see a good part of the background. That being said, there's a pretty equal amount of detail that is shown on the subject and the background. This shot is a medium close-up image. The reason this image meets the requirements of said shot is because it is between a mid-shot and a close-up shot. In the mid-shot, you can clearly see the subject, my sister, along with the setting and background of the location. The close-up image focuses on the subject's face and shows many details focusing on mainly her face and a little bit of her neck. What is different about this medium close-up shot is that you can see my sister's face clearly, and you can see her whole torso unlike the close-up shot, but you cannot really see much of the setting and background like in the mid-shot. This image is an example of a wide shot. The reason this would be a wide shot is because the subject, my sister, takes up the whole frame. You can see her whole body where she is sitting, but you can also see all of the background, including the grass, the ground, and the sky. This is known as a close-up shot. This shot fulfills the requirements of a close-up because my twin sister's face takes up the whole frame of her image. You can clearly see my sister's eyelashes, her nose, and her pink lips in detail. You can even see the necklace on her neck. This helps you see the features of her face and neck in the whole frame. This image shows an example of a cut-in shot. The reason this would be a cut-in shot is because the focus is on another part of the subject. In this case, the focus is shifted on my sister's hands and outfit. She is the subject. We cannot see her face in this image, but we can see her painted nails, her gray sweater, and her blue jeans.